Hey everyone, welcome back to Pop Off English, the fun podcast where you learn real English with real stories. If you're new here, hit subscribe, like this video, and share it with a friend who's also learning English. It really helps the channel, and it helps you stay motivated.
Yeah, don't be shy. Subscribing is free, and you get to join our little English learning family. Today we have a super relaxing and fun topic, daily routine in a small town.
Our characters today are us. I'm Mia.
And I'm Leo. We're going to talk about a typical day in our small town. Simple English, real-life vocabulary, lots of humor, and no stress.
Imagine a small town. Not a big busy city, no tall skyscrapers, no subway, no crazy traffic. Just small houses, a main street, a few shops, a school, a park, and a lot of people who know each other.
And one bakery that everybody secretly loves but pretends to hate because it's too many calories.
You mean your bakery?
I have no comment. Let's start from the morning. Morning routine in a small town is simple, but it can be very nice.
I usually wake up at 7 a.m. The town is quiet. No loud cars, just birds and maybe a dog. Or 3 dogs. Or 12.
In a small town, everybody has a dog, or a cat, or chickens. My neighbor has a goat. I'm not joking. The goat is basically part of the neighborhood.
But before we talk about goats, let's talk about the basic morning routine vocabulary. Listen to these words in context and just enjoy the story. So, I wake up at 7 o'clock. I open my eyes, I stretch in bed, and I get up.
I don't get up at 7 o'clock. I wake up at 7 o'clock because of my alarm. Then I make a small decision, be a responsible adult or sleep 10 more minutes. Usually I sleep 10 more minutes.
He sleeps 30 more minutes.
Maybe. So in English you can say, I wake up, but I don't get up. Wake up is when your eyes open. Get up is when you leave the bed.
After I get up, I go to the bathroom, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, and I take a shower. After my shower, I get dressed. I put on jeans, a t-shirt, and a hoodie. Very small town style.
Yeah, in a small town you don't really need fancy clothes. No one is impressed. People just say, nice hoodie, is it warm?
After I get dressed, I go to the kitchen. I make breakfast. In a small town, a classic breakfast is simple. Coffee or tea, bread, butter, maybe eggs. If you live near a bakery, you can buy fresh bread in the morning.
Small town secret. The bakery is always full in the morning, and everybody knows everybody. So you go in, and it's like a morning talk show. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? How are you? I'm fine. How are you?
It's like the English textbook dialogues, but in real life. In the bakery, you can hear this kind of conversation. Good morning. Can I have a loaf of bread and 2 croissants, please?
Sure. Anything else?
No, that's all. How much is it?
It's $4.90. Here you go. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too.
Easy, simple, and very useful. Now, after breakfast, it's time to start the day. People in a small town usually walk or bike to work or school.
That's one big difference with the city. In a small town, you don't sit in traffic for 1 hour. You walk for 10 minutes and you already arrive at work. Or at school. Or at the bakery again, in Leo's case.
It's not my fault they make good bread. Let's talk about going to work. I leave the house at 8:30. I lock the door, I put on my backpack, and I walk to work. On the way, I say hi to my neighbors.
The same people every day at the same time.
Exactly. The old man walking his dog, the kids going to school, the woman who always waters her flowers. It's like a routine TV show.
When you talk about your daily routine, you can use the present simple. For example, I wake up at 7 o'clock. I get up. I take a shower. I have breakfast. I go to work. I start work at 9 o'clock. This is how native speakers describe their routine.
So my typical small-town workday. I start work at 9 o'clock. I check my emails, I have a meeting, I drink coffee, I answer messages, I do my tasks. At 12:30, I have lunch.
In a small town, a lot of people go home for lunch. If your work is close to your house, you can walk home, eat, relax a little, and then go back.
That's a big advantage. In the city, you often eat a sad sandwich at your desk. In a small town, you can eat real food with your family.
So, vocabulary time with a story. At lunchtime, I go home, I cook something simple. I make pasta. I eat lunch with my sister. After lunch, I wash the dishes, and then I go back to work.
Now let's look at my version. At lunchtime, I don't go home. I go to the little cafe on Main Street. I order a sandwich and a coffee, and I sit outside. In a small town, the cafe is like the social center. You see the same faces every day.
The teacher from the school, the man from the post office, the woman from the supermarket. Everybody knows the owner of the cafe.
And the owner of the cafe knows everyone's order.
In English, some verbs we used here: order food, eat out, go back to work, take a break, wash the dishes. Very useful for talking about your daily life.
After lunch, it's afternoon. In a small town, afternoons are pretty quiet. People work, kids are at school, and the streets are calm.
My work ends at 5 p.m. I finish work, I turn off my computer, I pack my bag, and I leave the office. I walk home, and again I see the same people.
Daily routine in a small town is like a circle. Morning, work, afternoon, evening, and then repeat. But the nice part is that you feel safe and relaxed. You know the places and the people.
When I get home, I usually change my clothes. I put on something comfortable: sweatpants, a big t-shirt, and warm socks. Then I make a snack and a cup of tea.
This is the universal signal for, do not talk to me now, I am resting.
After my snack, I sometimes go out again, but not far. In a small town, everything is close. I go to the supermarket to buy groceries, or I go for a walk in the park.
Or you meet a friend at the park. In my small town evening routine, I finish work at 5:30. I go home, put my bag down, and go for a run near the river. We don't have a gym, but we have nature.
That's important vocabulary. Go for a walk, go for a run, go shopping, buy groceries. These are all very common in daily routines.
The park is a big part of small town life. After school, kids play in the park. Parents sit on benches and talk. Teenagers sit together and listen to music. Everyone knows the popular bench.
The cool bench.
The legendary bench.
In the evening, people cook dinner. In my house, I usually cook at 7 o'clock. I make something easy: rice with vegetables, chicken, or soup. While I cook, I listen to music or a podcast in English.
Nice little detail there.
Yes, I practice my English with pop-off English, obviously.
Me too. So after dinner, it's relax time. In a small town, there is not much nightlife. You don't go to big clubs or big concerts every night. Usually, you stay home, watch TV, watch a series, or read a book.
Or you visit a friend or your family. You walk 5 minutes, knock on the door, and you're there. No traffic, no metro, no stress.
In English, you can say, I stay in. That means you don't go out. For example, I usually stay in on weeknights. I watch Netflix, I surf the internet, and I chat with my friends.
Let's describe a full evening routine slowly. I get home at 6 o'clock. I change my clothes. I cook dinner. I eat dinner with my family. After dinner, I wash the dishes. Then I watch a movie. I check my messages, and I go to bed at 11 o'clock.
Very classic. Here's mine. I get home at 6:30. I go for a run. I come back, I take a shower. Then I cook something quick. I eat, I play video games for an hour, and then I read a book before bed.
Notice the verbs. Get home, go for a run, come back, take a shower, cook dinner, eat, play games, read a book, go to bed. These verbs are perfect for describing your daily routine.
Speaking of bed, let's talk about night in a small town. At night, it's very quiet. Few cars, few lights, a lot of stars in the sky.
That's one thing I really love. In a small town, you can see the stars. You can open the window at night and hear nothing. Maybe a dog, maybe an owl, but that's it.
In the city, at night you hear sirens, people, music, cars. In the small town, at 10 p.m., everyone is like, okay, good night, see you tomorrow.
My night routine is simple. I brush my teeth, wash my face, prepare my bag for the next day, set my alarm, and then I go to bed. In English, you can say, I go to bed at 11 o'clock, but I fall asleep at 11:30.
Fall asleep means the moment when you finally sleep. So you can say, I'm in bed, but I'm not asleep, or I can't fall asleep.
Let's put everything together now. From morning to night. Listen and imagine the day in the small town.
I wake up at 7 a.m. I get up and go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth, take a shower, and get dressed. I make breakfast and drink a cup of coffee. At 8:30, I leave the house and walk to work. I start work at 9 o'clock. I check my emails and have a meeting. At 12:30, I have lunch at the cafe on Main Street. In the afternoon, I go back to work and finish my tasks. I finish work at 5:30 and walk home. In the evening, I go for a run near the river. Then I take a shower and cook dinner. After dinner, I relax, watch a series, and play video games. I go to bed at 11:30.
Here is my day. I wake up at 7 o'clock and get up immediately. I wash my face, brush my teeth, and get dressed. I go to the bakery and buy fresh bread. Then I go home and have breakfast. At 8:45, I leave home and walk to work. I start work at 9 o'clock. In the morning, I answer emails, make phone calls, and talk to my coworkers. I go home for lunch at 12:30. I cook something simple, eat with my sister, and then go back to work. I finish work at 5 o'clock, go home, change my clothes, and go to the park. I walk, listen to music, and enjoy the fresh air. In the evening, I cook dinner, watch a movie, and chat with my friends online. I prepare my bag for tomorrow, set my alarm, and go to bed at 11 o'clock.
All of this is daily routine vocabulary in action. Wake up, get dressed, have breakfast, go to work, start work, have lunch, finish work, go home, cook dinner, relax, go to bed.
Now let's talk quickly about some special small-town habits. For example, markets. In a small town, maybe once a week there is a market in the main square.
Yes, on Saturday morning. People don't sleep late on Saturday. They go to the market to buy fresh fruit, vegetables, cheese, bread, flowers.
The market is also like social media, but offline. You talk to people, you hear news, you see who is dating who changed jobs, who has a new dog.
Or a new goat.
So on Saturday, my routine is a bit different. I wake up, get dressed, and go to the market with my friend. We buy food, drink coffee, and walk around the square.
Small towns also have local events, a football match, a school concert, a little festival. These events become part of your weekly routine too.
For example, every Sunday afternoon, people go to the football field to watch the local team. After the match, they go to the cafe and talk about the game.
So daily routine is not only about boring things, it's also about small traditions and habits that make life nice.
To finish, think about your own daily routine. Do you live in a big city or a small town? What time do you usually wake up? Do you walk to work or school? What do you do after dinner?
You can practice your English by describing your day in simple sentences, like we did. Use the present simple. I wake up, I get up, I take a shower, I go out, I come back home, I go to bed.
And if this podcast helped you, remember to subscribe to Pop Off English, like this video, and share it with a friend who wants to improve their English too. Your support really helps the channel grow.
You can also check our playlist for more easy English stories and conversations about daily life. It's perfect for beginners and for relaxing listening practice.
Tell us in the comments, do you prefer life in a small town or in a big city, and why? Use some of the words from today's episode.
Thanks for spending part of your day with us and with our small town life.
See you in the next episode of Pop Off English. Bye for now.
Bye.